who has a Guinness World Record. Like, that's
Yeah,
so cool.
Definitely did not think I'd be getting a Guinness World Record.
Did you watch the new Minecraft movie?
I did. It was okay.
Why did somebody not pull the plug? Why did somebody just not stop me? Hey, my little rebels, welcome back to Rodiculous. A quick reminder that you can listen to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And if you give us a rating on your favorite platform, that would really help us out. Whether it's Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or somewhere else, we'd really appreciate it. Now, today's guest is someone that I've been friends with for many years, and she's actually technically been uploading videos longer than I have. She posted her first YouTube video back in 2010. She has gained over 7 million subscribers on her main channel alone, and she also has the most adorable family ever. She's been awarded a Guinness World Record and even has a cameo in the Disney movie Ralph Breaks the Internet. So cool. We have so much to talk about today, so please welcome Tiffany Herrera, or some of you may know her on the internet as IHasCupquake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Tiffany. We get it. We get it. Yeah,
you know, whatever.
Tiffquake, all the how many channels do you have?
Currently, I'm just focusing on 2. But it was, I think I had 5 at one point.
I'm so
impressed. It was too much.
I'm so impressed. Like you and I just seen and Joey, you always had multiple channels going and making so much content. And I was always like, how do they do that? I've only had one channel. So I was, for so many years, this podcast is the very first time I've ever had a second channel.
Oh my gosh, I didn't
and
know
I'm
that.
like, this is so bizarre. Like,
Yeah.
You're a badass.
Oh, thank you. You
That's
are too.
That's like incredible. So I made a little card and everything. So for anyone who's listening somewhere where you can't see this YouTube video, for the listeners out there, Tiff is just like, she's so awesome. We've known each other for a really long time, or we have mutual friends with Joey. And when we're like OG YouTube content creators, and I love the videos that you've made. You've made so many. She started with like gaming. She was at Machinima. She did a ton of Minecraft. And then I love that you started baking. I was like a fellow baker. There aren't enough of us. The world needs more of us.
Especially the nerdy, geeky bakers.
I know. And I saw that you just recently, you made another one.
I did. It's back. Quake and Bake is back.
I want more. I need more. I want the algorithm to love on tutorial baking more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's been fun. Like, I kind of took a break. I think I mentioned to you like a long time ago, the place I was at before, the kitchen wasn't great for filming, the lighting wasn't good, and I didn't really have that joy for it anymore, so I kind of stopped. Yeah. And now I'm just like taking classes, and I found that spark again, and I have like so many ideas.
I love this.
So many ideas. I'm just so inspired. So yeah, the baking's back.
This
it's
is
fun.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so exciting. I just feel like I can relate to you on so many things. Being a geeky baker online is such a niche thing. And I feel like you are one of the only people who gets it. You get how much time goes into prepping, to filming, to editing. Like baking and cooking online is way more work than it appears. And I didn't realize that even watching it on television, like watching Rachel Ray and watching Martha Stewart. I didn't realize that they had like a team of 7 chefs back in their kitchen, like producing a cooking little segment or a tutorial. And
it's
then,
just like the magic oven.
It was
done
like,
for
you. And then for us, I know like us, we're literally doing everything and we're making it look effortless, but it like took, people are shocked. They're like, a baking video takes 70 hours. Like,
I just recently like found out that you can freeze cakes and icing. So I literally would do the whole entire episode in one day.
Oh, no.
Yes. I've been doing this. That's why I got so burnt out from it, because I wasn't prepping before. No, it was just me and my hubby, and I would do it in one day.
This is why we need to hang out more and talk more.
Yes, definitely. When I would decorate, I'd be so exhausted. You can tell in the video, it's like nighttime.
I literally did all of my first videos like that because what is it called? Like I just didn't, I didn't prep bake
Yeah.
at all. I would just start to finish, and you would see it turning dark outside. And like one of our shoots ended at 4 a.m. when I did the Game of Thrones chess cake with the dragon eggs.
Yeah.
That took me forever to cut out all of those little fondant scales.
Dude, I know.
For those eggs. I just couldn't believe it. And I used to do it in real time.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who used to do it, because I felt so silly that I didn't know that you can actually make it easy on yourself and prep. So more baking videos in the future.
Yes, the prepping is so amazing. Like when you make a cake in advance, like you have it done in stages, it just makes filming so much faster.
Yeah.
What made you want to start baking? Because you were gaming and killing it as a gamer. Like when I thought of the biggest female gamers, that was you. Like that.
Yeah.
Like who are trailblazing. No one was doing that. It was just incredible to see you do that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what my world record is. Twice in a row.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you have it twice in a row?
Yeah, twice, 2 years in a row. Biggest female broadcaster on YouTube.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
I don't know anyone who has a Guinness World Record. Like that's
yeah,
so cool.
Definitely did not think I'd be getting a Guinness World Record, like be a record holder, but it was so cool when I got that. Back to the baking question.
Yeah. Sorry.
I've always,
ADHD.
oh no, it's me too, girl. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, baking question.
So I've actually, it's in the name, Cupquake. IHasCupquake.
Yeah.
I've always loved baking. My mom used to bake all the time. She would bake cookies and I would help her. So
really sweet.
just loved baking. I was the girl who would go to school and bring cupcakes for the class in college. So I've always just been like pretty obsessed with sweets. I have a very big sweet tooth. And even in art school, I would like draw let me say that again. In art school, I would draw and paint like cupcakes and lollipops and all the sweets. So I've just loved baking. And then there was this book that I had received. It was like a cake pop decorating book. And I had no idea that you can do that with cake pops. So I think that was actually my first like official baking video was, I think it was a Pokeball cake pop. I want to say it was. I know
Who invented the cake
I
pop?
have no idea. Where did that come from? It must have been around that time because it was so new and different.
You know what? I think it's this girl. Hold on. ADHD brain. I'm like replaying.
We literally can look it up.
I think it's Bakerella. She invented a cake pop because I was such a food nerd. I used to read food blogs.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to food blog. I'm going to be a food blogger. But then when YouTube came out and they had videos, then I thought, well, maybe a food vlogger. But then I ended up doing tutorials instead because Mike told me my vlogs were not good.
Oh, wow.
That was the feedback he
the
gave me.
honesty,
He was
you
like-
gotta appreciate it, but it's like it does take another. Jumping into vlogging and starting off with vlogging is hard. It's so hard. You can't start with that. I mean, it's very rare.
He's like, what you're talking about is so boring. Like, nobody cares. Wait, do you remember what your first video was that you put up?
My very first video, yes.
Yeah, ever on YouTube.
Ever. Well, I don't remember if I posted anything prior to like content making, but my first piece that I made was actually for a company called Machinima. And it was before monetization ever existed on YouTube. So you would upload to an MCN and that's how you would make money. So it was a World of Warcraft, kind of like, I think it was a tutorial in World of Warcraft.
I love it.
Yeah, so it was submitted to their channel and they don't exist anymore, so you can't watch it anywhere. That's the first one. It's gone.
It's been erased, which is rare on the internet. I feel like things live there forever. So
It's probably
really
for the
funny.
best. It's definitely for the best.
I love that your first video was a World of Warcraft
It was
video.
very awkward.
Are you playing the new one where you die
Oh,
permanently?
no.
Mike's
No,
doing
I can't.
that. And I was
can't
going to
anymore.
ask you if you're going to try to do that because that seems really stressful to me.
Yeah, no. When I play games, I turn into a different person. So I really have to limit it and be careful of what I put my time into because it will suck the life out of me. Like I just go into it too hard.
I kind of
and I'm very
love that,
competitive.
though. Like, I kind of love that you're so into it and you genuinely love video games and you're so creative. Like, I always used to watch your DIY videos too, in addition to your baking. I loved watching your DIY videos. I was just like, this is so fun and creative, and I feel like we would get along. I always thought that. I was like, Mike, if we ever hung out, I feel like we'd get along. And I'm so happy that that was true. All right, let's take a quick break to talk about this week's sponsor, Element, or LMNT. So, real talk, I feel like every time I visit my doctor, they remind me to drink more water. But not just water, water with electrolytes. Proper hydration isn't always just about drinking enough water, it's about keeping that balance of water and electrolytes. When we sweat, we're losing both water and sodium. And if we don't replace both, hello, muscle cramps, headaches, and those weird midday energy crashes. The issue is that most people only think to drink water, probably because we've all been told to aim for 8 glasses a day forever, whether we're even thirsty or not. But if you're someone who's super active, or like me, just need additional electrolytes, plain water might not be enough. That's where Element steps in. It was co-founded by biochemists Rob Wolf and Louis Villaseñor from Ketogains, and it's formulated with a balance of sodium, potassium, and magnesium to help you feel and perform your best. No sugar, no artificial colors, huge bonus, and none of that weird mystery ingredient stuff. You've got refreshing picks like citrus salt, raspberry salt, something bold like mango chili, and if you're feeling adventurous, try mixing chocolate salt into your morning coffee. Instant mocha vibes. Element is hooking up Rodiculous listeners with a special deal. When you go to drinklmnt.com/Rosanna, you'll get a free sample pack with any purchase. Again, that is drinklmnt.com/Rosanna to grab your free sample pack with any order. I don't know, I can't explain it, but you also have this energy where it's that creative and an entrepreneur and you value family. And I feel like I really felt all of those things when you hosted that party for your hubby. Like, I just felt like all of that was you. I don't know if you planned everything or anything, but I felt like it just felt like you. And I was like, I love it. This feels, it's just so well thought out. Like, you guys, she just throws the best parties. Her hubby had a birthday and there was like a themed cake and you had like the food trucks and a dessert truck we went and all a photo area and the decorations and the bar. And I just loved everything. It was so fun.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I love throwing parties and party planning and like I'm a party girl, so I just love to party. I love to party. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
So you start with WoW and then we move into Minecraft and baking and a whole bunch of creative stuff. So how did that transition go? Like, how did it go from WoW to Minecraft? Because some people just play one game, some people play like various games. What did you decide to do?
Well, I thought I was going to do World of Warcraft content. Like, I thought that was going to be my thing. And then the alpha of Minecraft actually came out, like, perfect timing. And I was kind of resisting playing. I was like, no, I'm not going to play it. It looks kind of cheap or whatever. You know, blocky. Like, how much fun could it be? And when I first played it, I was hooked from that point. So yeah, I was in the alpha stages. There was literally nothing there was no instructions. Like, you had to just figure out how to build stuff, like how to craft stuff. There was just nothing, but it was so fun and it was so new. And I just loved that you could be creative with it too. I would just build my little houses.
I didn't even think about
building houses in Minecraft before renovating my house.
I didn't even think about that. That's
wild.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That you're a creative person and you can create like worlds. Sorry if you hear any snoring. That's Honey Bun, our little French bulldog who sounds like a car engine. So if you hear a purr of a car engine, that is our dog snoring, not us.
Yeah. So I just kind of rolled with it and those videos performed and I just kept doing those. But I did go to school. I have a degree, a bachelor in fine arts. So
That's so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to use my degree. And when I was posting videos, I was still in college, actually.
Yeah.
It was my senior year of college. And it wasn't until I graduated that I decided to do YouTube full time. So you can imagine that conversation with my parents. They're like, what are you going to do after you graduate? I'm like, because I had interned. I interned at Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
During Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, which was one of my favorite cartoons, and Adventure Time was just starting. And I love Adventure Time. It was such a good one. I remember them being like, I wonder if people are gonna like this. And I had seen the first episode and I was like, you guys have gold here. You're gonna be fine. Anyways, I had been in the space and like YouTube, I saw a future in creating content. And no one was doing it. So I had told my parents, like, I think I'm going to try it full time if that's cool. My dad was like, as long as you get your degree, just finish school. I was like, okay. So I've always tried to be creative and throw that into the gameplay content. But unfortunately, like the gaming stuff, I mean, fortunately and unfortunately at the same time, the gaming stuff just took off. So I kind of started to do less and less of the creative stuff and focused more on the gaming. And it's always been a variety gaming channel, which could have been, you know, a bad thing for the algorithm. But I'm the type of person who I need variety. I need, you know, more than just one thing. So
yeah. That was Mike too. Like he loves StarCraft. He could play StarCraft till the day he dies, but he also loves to play other games. Like he loves World of Warcraft. He loves trying just kind of like the silly ones.
Yeah.
So
100%.
He said that he could never just play one game for the rest of his life. That's just not his style. He has his favorites, but he definitely like, you know, wants to
it's
do
like
other
baking.
things.
Like you don't want to just bake cakes. You want to bake cupcakes and cake pops.
I also want my bartender's license. I also would like to be a chef. Yes. Anything in the food realm. We'd like to explore a little further. That's what I would like to do. And then when you were making like a bunch of content, when did you meet your hubby?
Okay, so
did you guys?
You don't know how we met?
No. Did you guys meet like at a party or like like a machinima party or like gaming party? VidCon, Joey's house.
We met before I started YouTube.
Shut up.
Yeah, we met
in school
on MySpace.
MySpace, yes, the ultimate dating app.
MySpace, yes.
I'm joking.
Honestly,
amazing.
I miss MySpace. But yeah, we met on MySpace. He actually, we were like 2 cities over and he was like looking for people to party with. And he saw my profile and we just like connected and we talked online for 2 weeks, hid it from my parents and then went and met him for the first time.
How was your first
It was supposed
date?
to be a double date, okay?
Yeah.
Like I was weird. I was going to meet someone I never met, you know, for the first time. I had red flags because I'm like, what if I'm like, you know, getting catfished or whatever? But it was supposed to be a double date. And then my friend canceled on me and I was like, I really want to meet him.
No.
Yeah. So I didn't tell my parents, but it was great. We went to the movies. We got ice cream. It was sweet. And then we were together and we've been together ever since. That was in 2004.
Wait, how many years have you been together now?
20 something.
You guys
what year?
so
20,
cute
21?
together.
And we've been married for 13.
You guys are adorable.
Thank you.
I think that's also why I like your vibe. You're like a long-term relationship girly, and so am I. And it's just like, it's built in. I'm very ride or die. That's just who I am.
Yeah, me too. I love that too.
You guys are so cute and you guys work really well together. And I know that a lot of people, I have a lot of friends who can't work with their spouse. They love them, but they can't work with them. And Mike and I met working together and then became friends. And then later it kind of became romantic. But like, how was it when you went from dating to working together? Or did it feel kind of seamless? Like, what did it feel like?
It did feel pretty seamless. I mean, so he actually worked at Machinima when I first started. That's how I found out about making money on YouTube.
Right.
Was because he applied to the graphic design position.
Cool.
And so that's when I had started my career. And so he was working there as their graphic designer. And then things on YouTube were kind of taking off for me. It was maybe like a year or 2 years in. We weren't even married at the time. We were engaged. And then we had got married. The first year of us being married and moving into our house together, we lived with our parents prior to getting married. So he like carried me over the threshold and all that.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute.
My dad would never he would not let me. I mean,
that's what was same with my sister.
Oh, really?
My dad was very strict with my sister. When she was engaged, she didn't even, when he came for Christmas, he made him sleep in separate bedrooms.
Oh, yeah. Mario, he wasn't, my husband's name is Mario. He wasn't allowed even in my room to like fix my computer.
They're like, he's not allowed. Boys
was not
boys
allowed.
not allowed.
No.
That's exactly how my dad was with my sister. And then with me, he was literally like, she's a hippie. Anyone take her, please. He was like, anyone willing to take this hot mess, bless you. Like, literally, he was like, and Molly was like, why is he so strict with me and with you? It's like, whatever. I was like, Molly.
The first daughter. Yeah, I'm the first daughter. The only daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because he has a bunch of siblings.
Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has 3 brothers. No sisters.
Oh,
And-
that poor mom.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a lot of boys. That's a
Yeah.
lot. That's a lot.
I know.
That's a lot of
But-
dude energy.
I know. I have one little one right now.
Yeah, you
He's
have
a boy,
one little
and
man.
I'm like, whoa,
Wait, and
it's
how
crazy.
old is he now?
He's going to be 3 in June. So,
Oh my gosh! So he's same age as little Graham because he's
Yeah.
turning 3
Yeah, they're pretty
in.
similar.
God, they're so close in age. In August.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Look at them growing
Little-
up.
I know, it's too
And he's like a
fast.
foot taller than Graham. That's what I
He's half
noticed.
your height.
When I,
He's
literally,
half
when
my
I came
height.
over,
He's
I was
probably-
like, he's really tall.
Yeah.
Or we're really small. Oh my gosh! I want to get the boys together. That would be so cute.
Yeah.
He would love that.
We
Graham's
should.
so
They
chill.
could play some video games together.
He's a chill pickle. I love Graham. He's so cute. And then Grayson's more wild.
Yes.
He's more like me. Yeah, he's the wild child.
It's always the second one.
Wait, so when you guys started working together, do you do days where it's like, okay, these are work days, and then this is a date night, or like this is it ever strict? Because with Mike and I, it's changed over the years. Like we used to be when we were first starting such workaholics and like in startup mode that it was work, and then we became friends, and then we started dating, and then we would carve out little time spots for like date nights and stuff, and then yeah, it's just evolved over the years.
Yeah, I think it kind of has to, because when you're first starting, you're just so passionate, like that's all you want to do, right? And especially when you're doing it together, when you work well together.
Yeah.
By the way, I stole him away from Machinima, and we started our own company. Been working together ever since.
I love that.
And honestly, I think it's because he's just an amazing person in general, and he's very patient and kind, and it's just been. I think it would be difficult if it were any other guy, because I'm just a very difficult person when it comes to working with, because I just like things a certain way. But yeah, no, we balance each other out really well. And when we first started, that's all we would do. It was wake up, work, eat our food really quick, work, and go to sleep, and wake up and work, and go to sleep, wake up. Yeah, that was what we were doing for a really long time, and it was really unhealthy. So we do have date nights, and now with a baby, it's different. So it's like
it changes the dynamic.
Yeah, I'm way more. I have a way more of a balance now, because I just I have to be careful of how I spend my time, and I want to be with my family, and I want to make sure that I'm present and not even just working on my phone when I'm around him.
But the balance between being an entrepreneur and also being a mom. Yeah.
I think it takes a lot of just learning experience, learning what works for you as a creator and a mom, and what your goals are, and just kind of like your values. So a lot of that plays into the schedule. But yeah, no, we at least date night without the baby twice a month.
My parents are close. How do you do it? Teach me everything, because I want all the babies, and I'm such a creative like you, and I don't know how to make it work. Like Mike keeps saying, it will work. We'll figure out a way to make it work. But I'm like, how do you do it? Like, is it like you just pick a day and then or like?
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on your baby, right? Like every baby's different. But he was very easy. He loved just being with my mom. My mom is just amazing. She watches him. She's our like nanny, I guess.
I love that.
Yeah, because he's not in daycare or anything yet. So she'll come and she watches him 3 times a week. And it's really helpful to have family close by and that's willing and wanting to help and be around. But that's how we've been able to make it work, is just family.
A lot of family. Community. It really does take a village. Kids are so much work. I didn't really realize that because I used to babysit when I was, younger, but then when Molly had babies and then she moved next door, I realized how much work it really is to be a parent. And I was really shocked by like that there wasn't a lot of support systems in the US. Like I was like actually shocked by the lack of everything, like daycare and financial help and anything. Like there was no grace. There was no, it was really wild. I just, I'd never been through that. So I kind of got to see the system or experience the system like
through your sister,
through my sister. And then I was like, wow, this is like, what do, if you don't have a family, it's just like so hard.
It's very hard
to be by yourself doing it alone. That's just really tough.
Yeah. Even just that transition into being a parent. And I think that was probably the hardest thing for me, was this new life that you're just like thrown into.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful to experience as well. Like I wouldn't change it for the world.
That's what my sister says. She was like, it's so beautiful and rewarding and so lovely. And it also drives me crazy.
It does.
She was like, I also, she was like, literally once every 2 weeks, I need a girls' night. Like I'm going to go crazy.
Yes.
But she was like, but I love it. And so I've just seen like her change as she's become a mom, and it's been really beautiful. And I feel like you handle it with so much style and grace. I'm like, tell me your ways, because
you only see the you don't see the behind the scenes, girl. I'm like,
I literally,
I'm mostly in my jammies all day, but
I'm scared. I'll have one of those sideways ponytails.
Oh yeah, it was rough at one point.
I'll have one earring and not know it. Like I'm scared that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be so strung out that I'm just gonna be like, what day is it?
I think being a mom, though, you have to know that that's what comes with it, and you have to just embrace that phase that you're in. For me, it's like I tell myself, you're going to miss this one day. Like with the tantrums, I'm like, you're going to miss this one day. You're going to miss him wanting to play with you. And like, it does really go by so fast. So it is just, it's like a marathon, I feel like.
I gotta start training.
I'm only like
I gotta start
3 years in too. So
I've just begun this marathon.
One is like I can't even imagine 2. I don't know.
Yeah, Molly's like, she stopped right there. She was like, no more babies.
Yeah.
2. She originally wanted 4 when we were growing up, and then after she had 2, she goes, "I'm blessed, and this is enough mess." She was like, "This is I'm blessed, and this is my mess, and we're gonna stop here." And
I love that.
And then her and her hubby did. They were like, okay, this is it. But I'm insane. I want 9 of them.
You say that now, girl.
I know. See, so I'm wondering if I start having them, like how many I'm actually going to want. I don't know. Okay, so when you got your Guinness World Record, did you frame it?
Yeah, it's in my office. Well, they gave it to me framed, actually.
They did?
They gave it to me framed.
Do they mail it to you, or do they deliver it?
No, they delivered it. And I did a photo shoot with them and everything. They had the white gloves.
They had white gloves?
Cool. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We need to have a party for this record. I don't care. This is amazing.
Yeah, I have it hung up next to my my YouTube plaques.
What games do you like to play right now?
Okay, so I haven't really been gaming as much. After doing it for 15. I was really hard. I was really hard into gaming. I went really hard. So I think I got kind of burnt out. And honestly, like I played so many games, I felt like they just started to get repetitive and predictive.
Got it.
And it was just rare for me to find a game that I actually liked.
Yeah.
Anyways, I took a little break.
Yeah.
A step back, having a baby, just kind of focusing on other things and my health. And
literally being a mom, it's a full-time job, everyone listening.
So yeah, like I didn't really have the want to play them until I started showing them to him. So I started showing him my old Minecraft worlds. And so there's one that I'm really popular for that I think was the one that kind of blew me up. It was called Minecraft Oasis.
Ooh.
And so it's a world, it's a modded world. It's, you're like in a desert, in this little desert oasis.
Yeah.
And there's dinosaurs.
Ooh.
And I would go like digging for fossils, and I would learn about, there was romance. I had like a husband in the game too.
I love it. I love it.
Like that's not in normal Minecraft, but it was all modded, right? So it was pretty ahead of its time for 12 years ago.
Let's bring Bridgerton into it.
Yeah. So I've been revamping that world and actually live streaming it instead of like posting videos about it, just because like I just feel like a lot goes into creating a video about what?
Could you make a Bridgerton Minecraft?
Yeah.
Wait, is this possible?
Yes.
Is
I
that
don't even watch Bridgerton, but yes.
Wait. Okay. I'm going to pretend
Anything is possible in Minecraft. What do you mean?
Yes. First off, you have. Okay.
Okay, I will watch it. It's
we'll
been
have
on my
to-
list.
we'll
I've
have
seen
to
it.
do
I
a
just,
girls'
I
night.
can't convince Mario. Do you watch it with Mike?
Mike. Well,
I did the first season.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, guys.
yeah, Mike did
Okay,
do the
guys.
first season, but then he
That's
was
a
like,
great
"This
response.
is too ridiculous.
Okay.
I cannot be here." So Mike will play video games.
Yeah.
We have a setup where he can play video games in bed, literally like on his
my
laptop.
God.
And then
I love that.
I'm watching Bridgerton, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, no, she didn't." And then like Mike's like playing his games, and we're like doing
I
it.
need something to watch, actually. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll have Mario have a game night.
It's
or
a good
something.
one. Did you watch Downton Abbey?
No. Listen, I don't watch a lot of shows and TV to begin with. Okay?
Really?
No,
I'm
it's
such a
very
buff.
rare. It's very rare.
Okay, I'm a movie and TV buff. I love scripted stuff. I go all
Yeah,
crazy
because
with
you were
I love
doing
it.
acting, right?
I am
Before?
obsessed with all of that craft.
Yeah.
All of that world. It's just incredible to me that even a TV show gets made. Like it takes so many people
Yeah.
to make a TV show, and the approvals process it has to go through. I think it's a miracle there's anything on television. And I adore it. I'm so into
love
it.
that.
I love all of it.
Well, I'm going to watch Bridgerton, and we definitely could make a Bridgerton Minecraft.
You need a Bridgerton Minecraft. Did
Should
you
just
watch
live stream it.
the new Minecraft movie?
Yeah. I did. It was okay. Did you watch
Did
it?
you watch it with your son?
No,
Did
I
he like
didn't.
it?
No,
Or is it
because
too old? What's the rating on it?
I don't know what it
Is there blood in it? I don't know what the
they
violence.
did say ass though.
Oh, how many times?
Just once.
Oh, so you could get away with it, right?
Yeah,
I don't know how the ratings
I don't know.
work. Can you
He
like
has
cuss
never
like
seen
once?
a movie in a theater anyway, so I don't think he's old enough. But I did
yeah.
see it. Yeah, I saw it. I liked it.
Yeah. What's your review? If
I
we
mean,
were movie
okay,
critics,
I would give it a solid 7
out of 10.
out of 10. But okay, so I thought it was gonna be worse. Like
Really?
from the previews that they had released, I was just like,
You didn't like
oh,
the
no,
previews so much.
No, I didn't. But I knew that it was written by the same writer who wrote or who directed. Was it Nacho Libre?
Oh yeah.
And there's another one. It's escaping me. But I love Jack Black too. So
Yeah.
I had faith. I was like, it's going to be good. And it was better than I could have imagined. It's so random and funny, and like it's just ridiculous. It's
Okay,
ridiculous.
That's making me really excited, and I need to go watch it. I need to watch this because Jordan literally hosted
Yeah, no, that
for
was
the movie,
awesome.
and then like you had the biggest Minecraft channel ever and built all these universes and literally won Guinness World Records, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't seen the movie yet. I need to go see it.
I feel like it's a movie that you can still appreciate it, but you won't appreciate it as much since you don't play.
So do you think I'm going to miss out? Do you think if I'm just a lover of film, I love movies, I love stories, do you think that I could get into it? Or do you think that I need to be a hardcore Minecraft
Maybe
gamer?
we should start the Bridgerton server.
Okay, yeah, maybe we should. Maybe
Get
we
you a little
should.
familiar with it.
Yeah.
And then you can watch it.
We need lots of flowers, wisteria,
Oh, yes.
roses, flowers galore.
Ooh, there's a mod for it.
We need
I got it.
cottage core.
Yes.
What is it called? Cottage core?
Yeah, cottagecore.
That's a style.
I love it.
Right?
I love
Oh
it.
my God. I loved your fashion videos.
You would have loved
I
my-
was obsessed with them. I watched so many of them. Like when you would, like, you remember on Pinterest when they would be like, oh, like make it lumpy Space Princess, but make it modern and cute.
Oh my God,
and then
yeah.
like they would do like outfits or
Yeah.
they like Snow White, but make it modern, or like, and they would take Disney princesses and they would take like cartoon characters that people that were beloved, and they would turn them into like outfit themes. I loved your get-ups, your styling more than anything. I tried, and
What do you mean?
It was.
I see your posts on Instagram. Don't
now
pretend.
it's a lot better, but you know when you look back and you're like, what was I wearing?
Oh my God, I do that all the time. What do you mean?
What? Why would I do that? I literally thought on my very first Nerdy Nummies that I was really doing something by getting a Mario themed shirt for a Mario themed cake.
Yeah.
I thought I was classing up the joint by going to Target and getting this little kid shirt and wearing it, and then I'm going to do pigtails, and not only that, I'm going to put yellow bows in my hair to match the yellow cake that I'm making.
Ooh.
I'm going to be matching.
She's a diva.
Bows on bows on bows. Like, I thought this was a thing. And then look back, I'm like, why?
I'm the same. You're not alone, okay?
Why did somebody not pull the plug? Why did somebody just not stop me? Why did somebody just... And nobody in the comments. Community, I love you. We've been through a lot together. And for those of you who have been through it all, I love you the most. But you know what? Nobody is keeping it real with me. Not one person is like...
It's like when you have lipstick on your teeth and nobody tells
nobody says anything. And you're the last to fucking know. and then it finally dawns on you, and you discover like, oh, I've been dressing so stupid for like over a decade and no one said anything.
Listen, style is very broad, okay? There's definitely an audience for that. What you were wearing.
I was wearing a dude t-shirt with some pigtails with bows, and I was like, make it stop. I feel that way about a lot of my looks.
Now we have to go. We should rate our fashion.
Have you ever done one of those videos?
No.
We totally should. We should look back and just be like,
it's going to be very cringe on my end.
Me too. I'm going to need to drink. Let's make it a drinking game.
I'm a lightweight. I'm a lightweight.
I'm
a lightweight, okay? Like after, I couldn't drink during the pregnancy. I slowed down my drinking. So 2 shots, I'm done.
We'll do what if we did a really sweet mixed drink? I do like a really light, like
a lemon drop.
Yeah, a really light lemon drop so that it's not like so hardcore, because I have a feeling I will be drinking every single outfit that I've worn for the last
oh yeah, me too.
The first 10 years I was online,
it was a different time. It was a different time.
Do you know what I wore on the red carpet for the first time when I went to the SAG Awards?
Do not get me started.
The dress I had in my closet from winter ball in high school. Somebody kick me. It was awful.
Oh no.
Someone was like, this looks so elegant. I was like, I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to say what the designer is, because
I need to see pictures.
It's some stupid high school dress. Like, I
can't believe you still have high school
discussing
dresses.
This. Well, this is what happens when you don't grow. Okay, Tiff. So this is the difference between us, is that she's a tall model. Okay, she's a tall, beautiful model, and I am a short little nugget. And so
I'm 5'3". We're not that
look
far
at us
off,
in the chair. My feet can't even touch the ground.
Well,
they're dangling. And when you sit by a French bulldog, it looks like a French bulldog. When I sit by a French bulldog, it looks like a English bulldog. I'm a nugget, everybody, and that's fine. And Tiff's, you know what? She is literally a saint for being sweet to a little nugget like me.
Oh.
A little feisty little nugget. Okay, I have another question about Minecraft.
Okay.
So how many universes do you have? Or what's it called?
They're called worlds.
Worlds. Because I know Jordan, he builds different
worlds.
Yeah. So how many worlds are there, and how does that work?
Okay. So my very first build was a carnival world.
Ooh, cool.
Okay. So that's one. Oasis is 2. I've had one prior. Honestly, it's just too many to count. I've created so many and just haven't finished them. I would say like complete worlds that people could actually I'd be proud to show people would probably be like 4. Maybe 5.
That's a lot
Maybe 5.
of worlds.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot
5
of
worlds.
creating.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it?
Yeah. Well, I feel like it is.
I played a ton.
Yeah.
At one point I was uploading 5 videos in a day.
How do you even do that?
It's gaming videos, so it's like it's different, right? It's just like pumping them out, but
see, I'm not
5
really
was
good
my
with
max.
this. See, yeah, because I did a little bit of gaming, so I was kind of like inverse of you, where you did like a lot of gaming and baking, and then I did a lot of baking. Like, oh my God, I lived in that kitchen. And then once in a while, I'd get to do gaming, and I really enjoyed it because it was something different. But I only did like a Harry Potter Let's Play.
Yeah.
But it was like the Lego games, because I love the Lego games. Those are
they're great.
that's my jam. Like I
Their
love
their games are really good.
the Lego games. And I was kicking myself because I did the whole Harry Potter one, and then I recorded the Lord of the Rings one, but then copyright strike.
Oh, really?
I got copyright strike on every video, even though I had muted the music because the music's playing during this other time, and I tried all these other things. Then I contacted all the companies to get whitelisted, and I did. I got whitelisted at Warner Brothers. I got whitelisted on this thing. I got whitelisted, but they had music even from so many different companies that it just got so messy. And so I had to give up on that one. So then I kind of just started gaming here and there, and it kind of went less because I ran into so many issues with the IP.
I think that's probably why Minecraft was so successful on YouTube, was because they've always been great with the copyright stuff.
You're super, super artsy. And now that you're a mom and running a business, like you're doing it all, where do you find time for art, and do you find time for art? Like, what's going on?
So I make time for art. I realized, that is where my true passion lies, whether it's expressing it through a video game or, making an actual painting or baking and designing.
Did you design your merch?
Yes.
Because it was so cool and pretty.
Yes. Design my merch. We're not like focusing on merch much anymore, just because I feel like it's like a whole nother industry where it's like the fulfillment and the
right now it's probably not a good idea.
No,
the tariffs
it's not.
And whatever's
I know,
going
it's ridiculous.
On. I feel bad for anybody who's like just doing that. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a mess right now.
Yeah.
I'm not really focusing on that much anymore, but I am focusing on my craft and painting more. I started doing live streams on my main channel now, where I do art streams every first Friday of the month. So people can join me. I love Bob Ross. Me too. I love Bob Ross. I used to watch him.
You're the new Bob Ross.
No.
Do you have a signature sign off?
I don't have a signature sign off, but instead of happy trees, I have happy flowers, and every flower blossoms differently.
What about the butterflies? I love your butterflies.
Okay, well, I love butterflies. I actually raise them, monarchs. So I'm waiting for them to come. I want to do them again this year and help the environment.
That is so cool.
I love butterflies, love painting, Bob Ross.
That's really cool that you're doing that, because Mike told me there's this park that he used to go to. He grew up in California that used to have all these monarchs, and they would come, be there every time of year, and now they don't. Yeah. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they're migrating less and less. So, I mean, anybody can literally help them. They live off of one plant. It's milkweed. They lay their larvae on it as well. So you get some milkweed plants, and it'll attract them. Yeah, you can plant some in your garden. It'll attract them. I literally will take the leaves off that have the larva egg on them, and then I'll put them, because there's a lot of predators.
Right.
So I have a little enclosure for them, and then I just feed them leaves and then watch them grow, and then they metamorphose into butterfly.
Wait, are you doing this in your big backyard?
Yeah.
Okay, because when I came over to party, I'm going to be fully honest, I had a few drinks, and I'm just focused on talking to people. I'm being a little social butterfly. I didn't see your butterfly setup. I want to see it. Can I come
I don't have it? It's not set up permanently, because they only come in the spring. Now's the time.
Right.
So I got to get it. It's not anything crazy, but I was thinking about making it bigger and doing I have a balcony that goes from my bedroom. I was thinking of making that my butterfly balcony.
A butterfly
That's
balcony?
That's a nice little, I just came up with that.
We need to design
balcony.
It. We need to decorate it, design butterfly balcony. This needs to be a thing. And I just learned something new about the plant milkweed, because I'm starting to get really into gardening.
Yeah.
And I'm learning a lot about different plants.
Yes, I love it. I love
it. And I want to get milkweed now.
Yes. It's really easy to grow
around the yard. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Get some milkweed. Oh my gosh, you'll see so many butterflies. If they come. If they come.
I hope that they do.
Yeah.
We have a lot of oranges, so we have a lot of bees that are pollinating right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like it really
I know.
smells like...
I'm like, allergy season is full swing for me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so where are you live streaming the art? Where can I watch you live stream and be female Bob Ross? And I love it.
It's on my main IHasCupquake channel. Every Friday is a live stream. Every first Friday is an art stream. So you can come hang out, chill, get crafty or whatever. It's very chill. It's very Bob Ross vibes. That's what people tell me. And apparently I have a very relaxing voice that people just love to hear. So
agree.
So yeah, you can find that. I'm actually going to be live streaming. I'm writing and illustrating a children's book. My first one right now. Yeah, it's already written. So I'm going to start the illustration process. It's going to be my first one I've ever done, but since I have a degree in illustration, I was like, I need to do this. This is one of my goals for this year. So I'm going to be live streaming some of that. The whole process, not the whole process, but just some of the pages.
That's so cool.
I'm like very excited. The only book that I have is a coloring book. Just because I never really got much into reading growing up. So I felt like coloring book is appropriate and a kid's picture book.
I'm so excited.
I'm
Do we get
excited
any
too.
sneak peeks? What's going to be in there? Is there going to be any animals in there? Perhaps a butterfly?
Butterflies.
Or, yes?
Yes, butterflies are in there.
Okay, you guys, we heard it here first. There might be some butterflies in this book, which I'm a big fan of. That's so exciting. How long do you think the whole process will take? Because I know cookbooks are very different than probably children's books, or I mean, they're all different, aren't they? Like novels, and they're all...
I mean, I've never published. I'm going to go through a publisher this time, so it'll be my first time going through. I know that whole process is like at least a year to 2 years.
Yeah, it takes a while.
But the actual illustration, I mean, it's my first time doing this, so
do printing in the U.S. That's the biggest advice I could give you is some of my girlfriends, they wanted very specific paper. So they had to print outside of U.S. because the printing houses in U.S. only have certain options.
Okay.
But I would suggest not doing that. I would suggest printing in U.S. because then like when her book got ordered by, the community and fans and they pre-order it, it actually got stuck on the boat. And the books couldn't get delivered.
Oh
so for that list that came out, the New York Times bestseller list, she would have been one or two. Yeah. But the other part of it is they have to be delivered in a certain time frame in which they were ordered. Okay. And the shipping riots started, and it was literally stuck on the boat.
That's awful. And thank you for that.
People just could not get. Yeah. So the U.S. has a little less options, but they're still good. You're like, I don't know, like growing in different ways. I think that what I like to see is like entrepreneurs who started creating content so many years ago, like a bunch of us OGs. I think what makes me the happiest is to see people who are creative still being creative. Yeah. Because it can be a whirlwind and you can get major burnout being a creative. Because like you're
multiple
saying,
times.
you can just go down rabbit holes, like laser focus.
Just of like, people like this. You can lose yourself so easily in creating content.
And time just escapes me. And part of it is I have ADHD and I just like time, my body doesn't process it. And I won't realize that I've spent like, hey, you just spent 8 years baking. Yeah. Hey, you just spent 8 years making baking tutorials, like almost 80 hours a week.
I spent like 10 years playing video games.
like this is what you've been doing. And it's okay to do that 9 to 5 like on the week and take weekends for yourself. Like that's what I'm learning is kind of like a new balance now. And it feels so good.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's just as a creative, like there's so many ways that you can go with it, right? Like we're getting back into animation and we're going to be releasing some more animations on the channel, and we're making music. Like me and Mario are learning how to produce music together. So we're like exploring different avenues, but still have, that nerdy side to us, like where we originated from. Like it's awesome to be a content creator, and I would never change it for the world, and it does have its highs and its lows, but as long as you stay true to yourself and you have your values, then you're golden, really.
Yes. What's like a piece of advice that you would give like your younger self, or like, say a young gal coming to YouTube for the first time who wants to make something creative, whether it's gaming or she wants to do art or something, like what's a piece of advice you'd give them?
I think I would say prioritize the boundaries, like set goals for yourself, but don't be unrealistic with those. Man, there's so many things.
Sorry, I literally
but
threw you
just
on the
for me,
spot.
but for me personally, I think that was one of my mistakes. Was I just went so hard, like I barely had time to even see my family, and it got really bad at one point, like for me, and it was hard to get out of that situation that I was in because I just worked too much. So just give yourself grace and celebrate the small wins, and don't forget to celebrate the wins.
Yes.
Don't like just move on to the next, like take those victories. And I
love that. Stop and smell the roses.
Yeah, definitely. Stop and smell the roses. Yeah,
I love that. My dad used to always say that to me, and I was like, Dad, that's so dumb. Of course you're going to smell a rose. And he was like, no, it means, take a breath.
Take a breath, slow down, appreciate the now.
Yeah.
100%.
Appreciate it. And that's really helped me. I think that I started to do that after Dad, wasn't around anymore, but now it actually makes me do that. And it means a lot.
Yeah, I love that.
Thanks for coming on the podcast and talking with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Love you as a person. I think that you are so talented and such a great story of success and inspiration for people who want to be entrepreneurs, who are artistic, and also just like women in the creative space. I think that like you're a really great role model and person for people to like look up to and look into. So you guys go check her out, show her some love. I'm going to be putting all of her links down below in the description. And if you are listening to the podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever, I'll be putting information wherever I can so people can go find you, love on you, watch your art streams, watch all the content that you've created for like 15 years. If you guys need to watch anything, you can go to her channel. It's like you've made so much content. It's probably more than some television networks.
Girl, I looked at one channel. My main channel has over 5,000 videos. One channel. It's crazy. It's wild. So many hours. So much fun. So much growing.
I'm just really happy that over the years we've stayed in touch and became closer friends. Like that makes me really happy because I feel like you're entering a new era and I'm entering a new era and we're just like OGs entering our new eras together. And it's just kind of magical in a weird way.
It is. It's like we're butterflies now. Right?
No, I was a chubby little caterpillar and now I'm becoming a butterfly.
That's the thumbnail. We're butterflies.
Oh yeah, we're butterflies. We're butterflies. Oh my gosh, do you paint walls, or do you know anybody who paints walls?
I have painted walls before, but I don't know anyone.
This wall, I want to paint it.
Let's paint it. You can paint a wall? Yes, girl.
It's pretty big. Tiff is the best. Go check her out. I love her. And I hope you guys had a great week.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for listening.